Hey guys, Colin Oliver here. I'm with Neon Owl. I'm with Bougenvilla. Great to be here. ADE 2022. What's up, man? How you doing?
We're good. How about you?
I'm great.
Yeah?
How you doing, man?
Doing great.
How you doing?
Everybody's good.
Everybody's good. So, how's ADE going?
Yeah, we actually just started. We just arrived here 2 hours ago.
Amazing.
We got some interviews and we had also the demo drop.
How was it?
It was
crazy big.
Sorry?
There's a lot of people up there.
Yeah,
So
we're
many
a lot of
people.
people. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's so many people. It's like a small time, like a short time to
Like
talk.
5 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
So many demos.
Yeah. So yeah, that's actually quite. Yeah, for me it's also quite sad because when I was really young,
Yeah.
I had also the opportunity to stand in a line for a demo drop,
Mhm.
and then you're really hoping to get feedback. But yeah, this was a really, really big line, and, and then you only have 5 minutes max.
Well,
It
5
felt like
minutes.
less even.
They're billing it as the world's biggest demo drop,
I
right?
think it is.
And there was a lot.
It's definitely a lot.
Maybe they got.
But you almost feel bad for just 5 minutes listening to the demo and then
Yeah,
on to the
you
next one.
deserve. I think artists deserve more time than that.
Yeah,
But,
for sure, because they
that's
put a
the
lot of
world.
effort in the track.
That's the world we live in, though, right?
Yeah.
It's so people just go through music so fast.
It is,
Turn out
but
that
that's
song.
also my feedback for another guy, and it's actually quite strange because we are living the same way because a guy had a track and was quite long,
Yeah.
the length of the track, but nowadays
2-3 minutes,
there you go,
right?
that was literally feedback, and then we say 3 years ago, normally I would say no, don't do it. That's
Five,
really
yeah,
strange.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we say the radio ad was in the past 320, they even shorted it. So
The
there you go.
attention spans are just ridiculously
Yeah.
short.
I think a few months ago we sent a track and it was
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes 20 and they were like, yeah, perfect.
Really?
Perfect. Don't
Extended
any
mixes could
longer.
almost be
We're just
a little bit
looping
over
on the
3
fly.
minutes now.
Yeah.
It used to be
Yeah.
6, and that's
Yeah,
crazy,
yeah.
you
Let
know?
me say normally for our releases we had above 4 minutes extended.
I remember
Yeah.
it was always 420. I always remember because
Yeah.
it's the funny number.
Yeah, right.
It was always 420, but now it's 330. I think.
And getting shorter.
It's
getting
also
shorter.
Yeah,
So maybe-
every year you're like, oh,
Maybe
it's all
next
short.
year.
It's just like
1 minute.
a kick in the eye.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah, TikTok attention span. You know?
That's maybe because of TikTok
So
for sure.
speaking of new releases, what do you guys got coming up?
Going up with actually 2 new songs in 3 months, I think. Yeah, 3 months. The first one is in December, it's in Reviewed. So this is our second release at Reviewed. The last one was actually 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We were actually quite happy.
Yeah.
And afterwards we're gonna release in January, I think, or something around it. At Spinning Records. And we're gonna do a really cool cover.
Very cool.
We're gonna do a cover of the Dewey Brothers together with NOME.
Oh, wow, classic.
So Long Train Running.
Yeah.
So that we're gonna do.
Very cool.
So maybe I want to take the conversation to your guys' roots. So when you got into this, who inspired you? What got you into this, and what was your first point in music? Maybe you can speak to that.
Oh, that's
You go first.
we go for it. Now, actually, let me say how we started. We both produce hardstyle music, and we are at an internet community. And he was really good with replica things. He was really good with make a replica song.
I'll hear something and then I try to figure out how to make
How to
it.
make
and
it, yeah.
Hold on, fix
And he was also really good with melodies, and I wasn't. But let me say the arrangement, the mixing, everything, kicks, etc. I was actually quite good at that point. And then we combined everything together, and then we started to create music, but hardstyle. And then we found out that our friends, they didn't listen to hardstyle. So then you have a problem with your audience at that point. And then we are like, okay, what we're gonna do? Then we tried house. In this case, it was Latin house music.
Oh,
Very
wow.
cool.
And actually, it was a combination between Latin house music and the Dutch house
Super
music.
cool.
That was the really with the squeaky high
Yeah.
cheesy sounds, you know. And yeah, we produced that together. And at one point, we decided to play because actually I was getting bored because this guy was so quick behind the computer that for me it wasn't fun to work with him together anymore. So I had to find something else.
A
You
little
know?
jealous.
Sorry?
A little jealous.
Yeah, maybe, maybe. But at one point I was saying hey, I gotta be I want to DJ, and at one point we tried it also together, but it didn't work out.
Yeah.
And then we just split everything, so we are both together in the studio, but he's the main guy behind it. And for the DJ part, I'm the guy actually.
Where are you guys based out of now? Where's home base now?
It's in Rotterdam. It's actually like 1
Oh,
hour
really? It's
from,
so you're close.
yeah, it's really close.
Really
It's 1 hour from Amsterdam.
Because we formed a little bit of a relationship on Instagram when we walked past each other.
Yeah.
Like, I remember him in some island somewhere producing in this most beautiful space.
Yeah, what we actually did, like from 2018, I found out that we combine our tour schedule together with writing camps and also to produce our own music. So we set up a couple of writers camp in Bali,
Yeah,
Indonesia.
that must have been the time.
Yeah,
for sure.
So we had like actually at one point, because he also didn't like to travel. So when I played like, for example, somewhere else, he didn't like to join me.
Yeah.
So at one point I was really happy that he wants to join me, for example, to Bali.
Oh yeah, who doesn't?
Sorry?
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, no, to be honest.
That's the thing.
No, to be honest, at the first time he was like,
I was.
he was
wrecked.
so
I
sick.
did not handle it well.
Really?
Because I think I had like what do you call it? Bali belly.
Yeah,
Bali
belly.
which made it even worse.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah,
drama, but then the next time was.
We get that when we go like to Mexico. We get that like
Same.
Yeah, right.
But
Don't
even,
touch anything.
Right.
but even during the Corona period, he told me like, yeah, I really want to go back to Bali. So yeah.
Right. So we're in New York, right? And we were sitting there, and I would wake. This is my son, by the way, right? So we were sitting there, and I would wake up in the morning, and whenever he would get up, he'd get up a little bit later than us, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, "Look at this guy!" Like on the like in Bali. And this is like for me inspirational because like what you guys do. I mean, the touring obviously, but the production side of it, you don't have to be anywhere. You could be.
That's basically what we
Where
was
you
thinking
wanna
as
be.
well. And at one point, we was like, yeah, I actually want to stay in Bali because the living was also like way cheaper than here.
My friend just
Yeah.
moved there. He said it's incredible.
So
Yeah.
Even our studio stuff, it's still over there. So
Oh,
when we
really?
go there, it's just plug and play for us.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that's actually for us. It was like our second home production base, and it's really fun because we are producing almost with like a sea view,
Yeah.
Yep.
and
much,
people are cleaning our room and people are helping cooking. So we are happy.
Yeah. So speaking of that, like, so tell us about what you took away from that, like musically, how your sound changed from maybe before Bali to after, and then like coming back and saying, "Oh, I was around the sea, and now does it sound different?"
I think our sound got more organic
Yeah.
in a way.
With nature.
Yeah,
Right,
something
right,
like this. Yeah, it definitely changed our sound towards the more organic sounds, like the plucky,
Yeah.
like real instruments sounding
Got you.
instead of more electronic. But we're trying to find a mix, a good mix between the two.
And we had one track was actually like based on Bali. It's called Kundari, the track.
Yeah.
And we had like we made it with it's called the rindik. It's the typical Balinese instrument, and we implemented it in our track. And it was actually even on 1001 track list. It was the #1 overall track
That's
at that
awesome.
point.
Sounded
So
unique.
there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You connect with a certain audience for sure. Right before Bali, where were you?
What do you mean?
Where were you living before you decided to go to Bali? Was it Rotterdam or was it
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Rotterdam.
Rotterdam.
Yeah,
Oh, so-
Rotterdam. Yeah,
so-
just Bali
so
was just like
totally like just put a point on the map and go?
that's yeah. But the thing is, like, I got Indonesian
It's
roots.
roots, yeah.
So
Ah,
for me,
okay.
it's like it was like already a connection. But my family lives in Jakarta, so
Okay.
that's totally different. That's like for like let me say traffic, it's even more worse than here.
Right.
So it's better than to stay here.
Right.
So but there like Bali's totally different, and especially the area where we stay, it's like peace everywhere.
Beautiful. So, what do you guys got planned for the rest of the week? The rest of ADE? What's going on?
Oh damn! This is a question. Normally,
Long week.
A lot of everything.
normally I'm gonna like watch my manager, like directly like
Your
say
schedule
help me.
is like
Yeah, so no, basically after this we're gonna do like a gaming tournament with other artists, a spinning gaming
I
tournament.
saw that upstairs. It looks sick.
Yeah, we're gonna play FIFA. I mean, I'm gonna play FIFA.
I'm not gonna. I've never played that game.
He's
in
a
my life.
gamer.
He's the gamer, yeah.
Nah, he's also.
Oh, he's a
gamer.
FIFA gamer.
I'm
Oh,
FIFA,
okay.
yeah. I'm always into FIFA. And afterwards we have like a couple of drinks, and tonight we are playing in a club, but I don't know the name. But it's from our 22. Yeah.
She's nodding.
yeah. So and yeah, for tomorrow we actually have also drinks, a riding camp.
That's every day.
Yeah. Well, no, I need to go. I'm
The drinks part,
I'm really
yeah.
like thinking to the drink. That's actually stupid. No, first we have to start with the riding camp.
So tomorrow drinks,
Drinks,
day after
drinks,
drinks,
then right,
then
then
after
yeah,
that
more
we
drinks.
have, I think, drink.
We play and then
Probably
we
like the
drink
flu. It's also possible. No, but tomorrow at riding camp drinks and a show again. It's called Destic and Friends.
Super cool.
And on Friday we are actually free. I mean, like we once had like 1 day off, and on Saturday we have another show from our Dutch agency,
Awesome.
and
Amazing.
we're gonna play there as well.
So part of this whole Neon Owl thing that we're here with today is that they have a thing called Open Door Sessions, which is kind of like a panel like this where they support up and coming artists. And my son here, Colin, is a producer, DJ, looking to live the dream in Bali with you guys and do all the things that everybody does. What would be the word of advice you could give to him
Or anyone
or
like
anybody
myself
in his position that
on the outcome.
is out there watching you guys? What would be some general advice?
To surround yourself with also like in this case like a lot of people who produce as well, because at one point you need to have feedback,
Right.
and if you don't have correct feedback, you're actually like you're lost. You're swimming in like a big lake without any.
Nothing around you.
Yes, there you go. And that's actually for us in the past, it was also like a really big key, because actually for him, I'm his feedback. And as for me, it's also the opposite. So we, at one point, we can help each other. And after that, we are just like one. And then we still going to ask another production friend. Because at one point, it's not about a competition, but you always want to help each other to get higher and better.
Here.
For sure. And especially in here for here.
Yeah.
No, but especially, for example, I know from a friend of us, and he was, for example, like the neighbor of Oliver Heldens, and they are producing together all the time.
Isn't that great?
And at one point, one guy did create like a big hit, and there you go.
The Dutch community is definitely, inclusive, where everybody kind of try to help them up,
100%.
bring up new talent. I think it's great.
That's actually what we hear from a lot of people, like a lot of colleagues
It's not
around the
like that
world.
around, yeah.
That they're literally
it's
saying,
very
like, yeah,
unique
the
thing to the
Netherlands is
Netherlands,
different,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
No, it's really easy, because the thing is, in the Netherlands, it's like it only takes 4 hours to drive from the upper north
Maybe that's it.
to the south, and that's like a phone call, like, hey, let's meet up, and we're gonna have a studio session in the middle or whatever, 4 hour drive.
Right.
For example, if you do it in America, I think from
California to
yeah,
New
you
York
know,
is not-
California to New York, it's
it's
not
not-
gonna be
if you
fun.
have a private jet, maybe.
Yeah, if you have a private jet, but then you probably can do other things.
Right.
So you
Exactly.
can buy your tracks as well.
Right. Exactly.
So
So you want to wrap?
I think the last thing I wanted to ask you guys is that Neon Owl was very big on charity work, and we wanted to know from you guys, what do you do to give back to people in general?
actually, that's like most of the time we are actually like really focused to give people back. So in this case, like so many artists around us helped us to
Give what you want.
to get us in this case. So we're trying and to do our best to do it for other people as well.
Totally.
But like even like for show wise or whatever, I'm like I have people around me who are also like really focused on the money thing. That's good at some point,
Mhm.
But I'm always a guy like, yeah, for me it's also like, hey, I just started in my room, and I can play, and if I can give it back like this,
That's awesome.
there you go,
That's awesome.
And yeah, for sure with like talents and everything, we always listen to talents. Always, we speak with them. We try to listen to the music. Even through Instagram, we are actually trying always to reply to people. Sometimes I forgot, sometimes that
you
can happen.
I definitely got back to me.
But I'm trying. I'm literally trying, because at one point I think you can help like so many like talented artists,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't matter where you come from.
One listen and one paid attention to someone reaching out could change someone's entire career.
But that's actually with so many artists also around me, and in this case, I got so many help from Oliver Heldens in this case, and Don Diablo and Buggy Begovic.
Yeah.
And they listen to our music.
All people he looks up to as well.
Totally.
Yeah.
And he listened to our music, and he was like, whoa. And one of them, they were like in a meeting and spinning. Actually, two.
Yeah,
Because
both
Don
of them,
Diablo
yeah.
also told about us with the ENR of Spinning Records.
I think that's how I found out about you guys through Don, actually.
Dude,
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
go. Yes, that's actually quite funny, because we were sitting in the studio at the beginning of Hexagon. So he was really like interested in our sound, and at one point we released like a bootleg from Crystal Waters, Gypsy
Oh,
Waters,
yeah.
and we called it like
Classic.
Bougenvilla Homeless at that point.
That's cool.
And Oliver Heldens, he was playing it in his BBC.
Isn't that crazy?
And at one point, everybody's been like, wait, but if Oliver plays at BBC, it has to be like a really good song. So let me release it as well. And for us, it was like, at that point, our breakthrough that we have like an international DJ
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
producer duo.
Just takes that one.
And exploded at that point, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's crazy. Crystal Waters. I was back in like the '90s, early '90s with the original Love, Love, Still Love.
That's, I think like now there are so many new covers, but at that point, it was like
Tenacity,
actually like,
Yeah.
at that point, it was quite fresh.
100%.
And we changed like a lot of stuff inside the track as well.
Awesome.
so you made it current and also keeping the old school, making it new,
Yeah.
and bringing that forward.
Yeah, we were like literally thinking like, hey, now it's a girl who's singing it. Then we do it like by a boy.
Super
And if in our case, it was more at that point, it was more like the groove for
Mhm.
coming back,
Mhm.
especially with the sound from all of our albums at that point. So
Yeah.
we decided to do the groove as well in our track.
Very cool.
So yeah, we changed it to 2015. And what that was 2015. It's already,
It's already-
we,
It
people
was
can cover that.
2014.
No, but the funny thing was,
Sweet.
we had a call. We received an email in 2018 during Corona. Hey, I'm the manager of Clean Bandit, and Clean Bandit used your song for
Awesome.
like a mashup. Are you guys
Great
in to
artist.
release it? And there you go. So
Yeah.
for us, it was like a really good opportunity to do
One
like a
door-
track together with
One
Clean
door
Bandit.
opens another.
You know?
1,000%.
So we actually had like a mashup together with Clean Bandit. They used our track
Yeah.
for their own release.
Sorry,
Yeah.
we grew up clean back for a while.
Oh no, rather be. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Huge hit.
Yeah.
Love that record still.
Yeah.
So that like they had like a really big like fan base, but also like a lot of people who listened to
Yeah.
Clean Bandit. So and we saw it directly on the track. Directly, we could see it
Very
in the numbers.
So, lastly, we're gonna ask them anything you guys want to add before we go.
Our new track, Bubblegum, go listen to it on Spotify or anywhere you want. And I think that's about it. We got new music coming soon, so we'll keep
Perfect.
you posted.
Good, yeah.
Bougenvilla, Neon Owl, AD22. Peace out.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.